I mean, I'm hearing two different questions. The question why is just, a question I think they have to kind of reflect on individually for themselves. Why would this be important for me as a human being to learn this knowledge or these skills and models? Um, Practitioner, from my point of view, having done it for so long, relates to certain skills, a specific skill set. And that skill set generally is around the idea of representational systems. It's around the idea of the meta model, and should be consider in that curriculum. It's around the idea of perceptual positions. It's around the idea of rapport and how we can gain rapport with respect to interactive skills first, which is, can I hear can I hear the conversation with respect to how they're representing something? Can I respond with the appropriate cues back to create a sense of rapport? So I think there are certain defined anchoring being a skill, for example. So I think there are certain defined skill sets that you learn as a practitioner, from my perspective, and it for through the years. And then as you move to a master practitioner, you're learning not only to integrate those skills, but to then build on them with respect to how do you apply to larger problem solving, systemic thinking. How does it apply to belief and belief change and supporting positive beliefs? How does it focus on change at a deeper level, identity level as well as belief about identity level? So those are the differences from my perspective, just off the top of my head. It's not completely all inclusive, but I think
Yeah.
it moves from kind of focusing on the more cognitive skills and my state of being, which I'm always going to take with me, but then it goes into the deeper layers. It goes into sort of my core. It goes more into my beliefs and values, goes more deep into my sense of self and who I'm becoming. This is the hero's journey part of the master
Yeah.
practitioner. Well, I would say, from my point of view, I can only speak from my point of view, having also been involved uh, in the space of generative coaching, that
Mhm.
first of all, coaches do a lot of coaching verbally, a lot of coaching verbally, but also there are beautiful sort of generative models out there for coaching that are very NLP based. And I guess at the end of the day, the biggest thing for me, as a coach, would be, do I have tools that I could add to my toolbox?
Yeah.
But have I developed some deeper skill base with respect to choices about how to support another person with their state? Because there's multiple ways, and that can range from using metaphor to somatic syntax to words. And so if I were to think of that from a larger point of view as a coach, I would be looking for what are the multiple skills that I can continue to develop that's going to just enhance the quality of what I do. And that's where modeling comes in too.